Welcome. What's up, guys? I don't know if anyone's watching this right now, but if you are, you're watching the VOD. So I'm just waiting for people to get in here. Put my mic closer. Sorry if it's loud. Sorry, I apologize if it's loud right now. I gotta move my mic closer. Boom. Okay. There we go. Live stream. Oh shoot! I gotta change the title. CoinCoverage live. Altcoin / Bitcoin analysis. Hopefully that changed. All right. Anyways, guys, if you're watching this, welcome to the stream. So today we're gonna be just looking at the current. Oh, we got one of you guys watching right now. What's I see you, Christian. What's up, Scope Ace? What up, Ogus? What's up, Ali Muhammad? I like it. What happened in market bearish mode? Ali, right now, yeah, we're doing this a little bit. The past couple days have been bearish overall, but I do think we'll bounce back. Yeah, I do think, like I said in my last video, I still go with that statement that I do think we'll do just fine, going into the rest of the year. Welcome, guys. 7 viewers. That's awesome already. Awesome. So, guys, I wanted to come on today, just because I haven't streamed in a while. I've been kind of absent from YouTube, and or lately, just because college started for me back up again. Actually, about a month ago, did so. Yeah, it's been about a good month so far. And so I wanted to take the time to come on here and say what's up, and just chill with you guys tonight. I really don't know what I'm going to do, but I feel like I'm planning on doing some good, deep analysis. I hope the title changed because I did change it, even though I did hit 2,000 subs. It's been kind of a slow month for me on my YouTube channel. I'm only at like 2150, but the growth has like stopped or kind of like went to a halt, but I do think we'll go back. So Bitcoin is below 10K, and the reason being, I think, I honestly, guys, there's so much going on for Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's a great buy right now. I'm not an financial advisor or anything, but I do think Bitcoin with SegWit activation from big exchanges and stuff, Bitcoin's gonna be a lot more manageable, excuse me, and easier to use. So I do think Bitcoin overall will do much better. Ethereum, like I said, at a nice big discount too because it ran up so much. It's typically 0.1 Bitcoin. Ethereum kind of stands above this 0.1 to 0.05 Bitcoin range. It typically doesn't fall under or above that, in my opinion. So it's at a good, healthy price for relative to Bitcoin. It actually gained 3% Bitcoin value today, so it's not too bad. So basically, right now, guys, in my opinion, what you have to do during a bear market is kind of play with you're going to see a lot of red in the USD value. I suggest, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and play with the red and try to get some green BTC value, like in this case. So you want to beat out Bitcoin. You don't want to lose as hard as Bitcoin is losing. You want to beat out Bitcoins. And so Bitcoin does, goes up a certain percent. You want to beat that out in terms of BTC value. For example, you want to have the green ones here that are green in Bitcoin value, because you want to gain as much Bitcoin value before the Bitcoin run up as possible. I'm telling you guys right now, Bitcoin's gonna have a huge run up. I'm just predicting. I'm not for sure, but I do think you'll have a big run up within the next month or so. I do think we'll probably test 20K. If I had to predict, it'll probably be 20K by end of March. So yeah, that's my prediction. I don't know if you guys agree with that, but I do think it'll be 20K by April. Just because it really just has so much going for it in terms of news in the next couple of months. Like, there's so much going for Bitcoin going into the summer. I do think it's gonna go up. It's all like set up and like beautiful. Like, I don't know. I can't explain it. It's all correlating very well for Bitcoin. And I'm not really bearish on Bitcoin. I don't know why the market's still stomping or steeping downhill right now, but I do think, I mean, it's been green for a while for the past couple of weeks, and then it finally hit really deep red again for the second day in a row. But like I said, no one knows for sure. I'm just making my prediction and a reasonable prediction. 20K by end of April is pretty reasonable in my opinion. just because I have the crypto Nick set up right now. I just noticed that. See, I got the tank top and the gallon of water. I probably should go change my shirt. People are gonna think I'm crypto Nick. Anyways, yeah. Should I just put on my glasses and then maybe I'll be like more like crypto Nick. I'll gain some more subs. Maybe promote BitConnect. What's up, Andrew? Yeah, guys, I'm pretty excited. Yeah, obviously, Icon not doing too hot right now. It's down 3% in BTC value. However, you know, that's what happens when you long-term invest, guys. 371, a great discount. We saw it hit 250 at the rock bottom here, but then again, Icon I think will do just fine. It's all about being patient with this kind of stuff. I tell people this all the time, and that's why it's hard to make daily videos on the crypto channels, because I don't want to keep repeating the same thing over and over again. But you gotta be patient. Like, patience is like most of this market. You just have to be patient, okay? It's like think about the stock market. The stock market barely has returns. If people are really patient, if you were as patient as people in the stock market that are holding stocks forever, you would be, you know, stacking up the dough. But people just aren't patient in the crypto space. They're used to quick money, so they're not really used to these you know, these super red days. Like, this would be a horrible day for the stock market, minus 11% in a day. However, Bitcoin, although it can drop fast, it can go up fast as well. So that's why, you know, it kind of balances it out. But that's why you just got to take the losses like a man. You know, it's a bitter pill to swallow, but it will get good it will end up being good. It'll be bad right now, but there will be a big green day coming up soon. I don't know when though, but I do think it'll be over time, of course. It won't just go up 60% one day, but I do think there'll be red days, there'll be green days, and I think the green days will get more frequently the next month or so. I think, like, back when I remember, I've joined crypto it's almost been a year since I've been in cryptocurrency, and the past year I've noticed that it constantly goes through cycles, and I'm learning this in my business class as well. Actually, we actually learned about this a couple weeks ago, and I was like, wow, okay, I really got to reiterate this because it's really important to understand the market plays in cycles. And yes, I'm only a freshman in college right now, so I'm not that old. But I noticed that it really, if you take a look at it from like a normal standpoint, like an unbiased standpoint, and to look at the market, you really notice that every market kind of works on cycles. Like, it happens for real estate, for stock, for cryptocurrency, any type of market you can invest in. And I do think it happens for crypto too. We're kind of on the recovery phase still, and I do think it will. You know how, I don't know if you guys saw my video, but I showed this big chart of like market cycles, and we're kind of on that back up motion, I guess. Obviously not through this day. I think there's gonna be some bumps in the road as we go up, but of course I do think the big cycles in the macro level of things will probably end up going up. Monero Sleeping Giant, I bought some from Nano for short term. Yeah, goodbye, Ogus. I really like Nano. I do think Nano is a discount. This coin is definitely a big discount. Good, you did great today. 25% BTC value, great. That's exactly what you want. And I do think this was undervalued for a while because it was Rayblocks, of course, and Rayblocks was nearly at 32, 33 bucks. Gangplank, yeah, I do like Monero. Of course, it's always gonna be a sleeper. I think once regulation comes in, the more regulation that comes into cryptocurrency and people trying to ban it in countries and stuff, the more popular Monero gets. But I do think it's still a hidden gem, in my opinion. I do think it deserves to be in the top 5. But it's hard to say that now because there really isn't that much, threat to cryptocurrency right now because it just recently crashed. I don't think governments actually. I take my word back because people do. I guess there's always regulation threats always because if it crashes, the government doesn't want you to lose all your money and they don't want you to invest something as stupid as cryptocurrency as they quote unquote call it. But since it's pretty volatile, of course, so governments don't like that. They don't like people losing money quick. They like people gaining money quick. So they just like steady income. And then when it goes up to the moon, it catches a lot of eyes too. So I guess it goes for both. I guess so. I guess Monero goes either way. However, I do think with the limited supply, the security, the privacy aspect, it attracts a lot of people that have those privacy concerns for crypto. And I do think the more hacks, the more regulation threats that come in, I do think Monero will do great. So. Yeah, and it's obviously overall a really good ethical cryptocurrency you can buy into, because it really have control of your funds if you have Monero. Because there's really no really physical way to track Monero. I don't know if you guys realize this, but there really isn't a way you can actually, you know, like Bitcoin, you can kind of track it. It's not as private as people make it seem, but Monero, the way that it kind of works is like it spreads to different multi-address. I can't really explain it, but they have like this multi-address thing for each address, so you can't really track the specific address. It's hard to explain. I can't really get into the detail, but let's just say it has basically none. Like it's you can't track this cryptocurrency. In the meantime, I mean, maybe there's some exploit. Is this the biggest bull run for Bitcoin happening before Bitcoin? It's hard to say. I would say I would expect Bitcoin to rise in the coming months. For sure, because if we had a red month in January and February, a typical red month, I do think you're gonna expect probably most likely a green month in March and April and May. Last year, cryptocurrency in 2017, Bitcoin went up, started going up around this time, and started making a bull run until it hits around July. I think it crashed pretty hard. But that's what I mean. Like, it works in cycles, and I think the cycle is repeating itself. And I do think Bitcoin will most likely hit 20K by end of April. I'm gonna stand on that statement. It has to double by April, and I'll be right about that. But you have to do your own research. But I do think under 10K right now is a great price to get in. I'm gonna probably buy some more Bitcoin. Not like I have a bunch of money. I can't buy probably a whole one, but I can probably buy quite a bit. Let's see. Yeah, so back in here, as you can see here, we saw, where was it? So what day is it right now? We can go year to date here. Oh no, sorry, 1 year. There we go. Okay, so yeah, look at the run up it had after this. After it kind of crashed hard in January back here. It doesn't really show it here. I can pull it back a little bit. Yeah, it had a mini crash right here, about 1,000 to about 800 over here, and it kind of just ran up ever since. It always kind of dips in the middle of January for some reason. The whole market does. And then this is when the altcoins kind of were like a big thing, and then the altcoins took off, and then yeah, it just went to the moon since the rest of the half of the quarter 4 of 2017 just absolutely took off. Quarter 2 did really well too, but quarter 1 and 3 they didn't do so hot. So I don't know if that's just a seasonal thing, but I do think that that's just market working in cycles. Because quarter 2 and quarter 4 of 2017 were big. Quarter 4 of 2016 were big, and then quarter 1 and 3 for each year didn't do as well as quarter 2 or quarter 4 for Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. So I don't know if we're following the seasonal pattern of each quarter, but it's just the market working in cycles. But yeah, I do expect quarter 2 of 2017 or 2018 to be a big part of crypto. So I do think when the summer comes around, people have more time to trade and more people have more time to invest. They're not really busy with work or school or whatever. So, because this is a pretty popular time for school to be back in, like everyone's basically back in school right now. Probably people, I think in around March or April, May, once school, starts, I don't know how early school ends, but I do think when school really ends for a lot of people, whether it's college or high school, or I don't know, maybe their work ends, or they're on summer vacation for work. I don't know. Cryptocurrency typically goes up after. It typically does. It waits to really go up until China or Lunar New Year is over, Chinese New Year, and it's over. So I don't know. It's pretty inevitable when it will go up, but I just don't know when. What do you think of Sub and OST? Both great cryptos. I don't want to get too much. Substratum's great. OST is pretty good too. April tax where people will buy. Yeah, that's true too. Gangplank mentioned that. Remember, guys, you can make money on the upside, also downside. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Pygos. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. That's something I believe is. I'll probably make a video on this actually. One thing that I believe people don't really take advantage of, and I want to stress this a lot, guys. If you're a day trader, I'm speaking this to the mind of a day trader. You should always, people rather when they see the market's red, it's good to short things and use the red to gain up your Bitcoin or USD or whatever. Because let's say that we knew Bitcoin, we thought Bitcoin was over exuberant, the market was over exuberant. Just put your money into Tether. As much as Tether is pretty untrustworthy right now, it is, people do claim it as real money. So it is technically backed up by an imaginary dollar. So it is technically worth $1. However, because it's not been audited yet, I don't want to say put all your money in Tether, but you want to play with Tether and other coins and short coins when you believe the market's red. So if you believe the market will go dip even lower than this, you can put your money in Tether, let it dip lower, and then buy back in. You know, it's stuff like that. You could play with the red quite a bit. It doesn't have to be green to make money. That's one aspect I want to, you know, dig into your guys' heads. That all because the whole market's red doesn't mean you can't make money. You can still make money at the red market. It's just you have to play with the dips rather than play with the upswings. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just I do. Yeah, that's a good point, bro. I've been wanting to bring that up for a while in the video. I just I don't know. People don't really understand the aspect. It's kind of like over people's heads, but I probably will make a video because I really believe in that, especially in a bear market. I probably should mention that. Tether is not a bad option. I mean, all because cryptocurrencies or Bitcoin seems like it was going up forever and you don't want to miss out, and it's the FOMO. You really could short things with Tether pretty well. I'm not saying to put all your money in Tether right now. That's a no-no. It's already pretty red right now. But like I was saying, if you believe the market was being too over exuberant, like how Bitcoin jumped from 6 to 10K, and you're like, okay, chill, we need a break. Then you put your money in Tether, you buy back into Bitcoin, and you gain more Bitcoin value. Woo, just like that, and the market went red. So you were the only one really winning in that scenario. So yeah, you can play with red, you can play with losses. You can do the same thing with altcoins for Bitcoin. You can put your money into Bitcoin to you know, hedge off altcoin losses. You know, it's the same thing. So it's an underrated, I think, aspect how people make money, and day traders do all the time. I'm just letting you guys know that it's possible to make money off a red market. You know, it's not like you can lose. You know, only lose if it's red. So yeah, I'm talking about the perspective of a day trader. Obviously, you can't really, if you're just holding a crypto and it goes red, you can't really do much about that unless you're trading pretty frequently or swing trading or trading, at least in the trading sense. You can actually do that. But like me, I'm not much of a day trader, guys, to be honest with you. It might seem like I'm really active in the crypto scene. I'm actually haven't really been that active lately, as you guys may know, probably from my uploads. If I'm really active in crypto scene, I'll be uploading more. But I've started been catching back up into the scene lately. I kind of took a couple weeks off for the bear market just so people wouldn't FUD on my videos and stuff. Because if you guys didn't notice, the crypto market, when it does bad, my YouTube channel will do worse. It will get less views, less subscribers, and more dislikes and all that jazz. So I kind of just wanted to avoid that, not discourage myself and kind of take a break. And it was really nice because now I got to focus on school. I'm pretty ahead in school already, in terms of, you know, getting good grades. And now I can focus on the crypto market as well because I have more time on my hands. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Hope you guys are too. And then again, there's so many good altcoins I've saw rose up. There was a couple days where I didn't check the market once. Typically, I look at the market every single day, every hour, every 30 minutes. I'll look at CoinMarketCap and just scroll through. However, seriously, since school started, I barely looked at it. And it's actually, you know, a lot of time has passed since and made a lot of time go by a lot faster, not focusing on it as much. However, yeah, I'm glad I did that because I would have FOMO'd, maybe sold my big positions, you know, because it was red. But now everything's starting to recover back. Icon still needs to do some more work, in my opinion. However, I'm still pretty bullish on cryptocurrency. I'm taking it more from a logical standpoint. I think I was being too emotional, in my opinion. I was FOMOing too much into things. But now, I don't know, school kind of hit me with reality because college, I was away for like a month for Christmas break, and that's when I started pumping out videos. And I was kind of living in la la land because I thought crypto was super bullish, and I kind of didn't really predict this. I kind of predicted the crash, but not as hard. I didn't think it would be as hard as it would be. Because I remember I saw it fall below the 100-day, and I saw it fall below the 200-day, and I was like, what is going on? Or first I saw it fall below 50, then 100, then 200, and I was like, all right, that happened just like that. And I told everyone to support in the 200, 100-day, probably. And it never did. So I should have known. I could have shorted my gains. I probably could have sold all my Bitcoin and bought back in and had way more Bitcoin value right now. But yeah, Anyways, yeah, I think the time for the redness is to really focus on making money and then buying back into the market when it's this red. You know what I mean? Work those extra hours, do whatever, get a side job, get some side income. I don't care. I think that's the smartest thing to do in this scenario. Because I do think if we follow the same pattern as with the market cycles, we're probably going to hit higher than 20K for the next Bitcoin rally, and altcoins will probably explode. Ripple will probably hit $5. I have no clue, but just got to be patient, guys. That's basically what I want to, make this episode all about. Generally, people don't like it when you make a bearish video just bulls make. Yeah, that's true, Pite. If you guys didn't know, that's a good point to mention out what he just said there. People don't like watching videos when people are bearish on Bitcoin, even though it's the truth. That's true, because like the YouTube thing, excuse me, will make you think that everything is going well and the market, everyone's making money, but you're kind of living in la la land, because there's got to be some people that lose, and I would say about 70-75% people lose money in cryptocurrency because they overtrade, they gamble it. I don't know. Typically people gamble in the red, which I think is dumb. I've done it before though. I'm a victim of that. They get careless. I don't know. I do think you should have a long-term hold for sure, especially if you're new to cryptocurrency. You shouldn't be trading all the time. I do think if you just believe in a coin, you hold it long-term. At least 6 months, and you sell when you believe it's appropriate. I do think you should swing trade sometimes with a smaller portion, about 20% of your holdings. It depends, or 15, 20. I don't care. It's up to you guys. I'm not deciding what you do with your money, but yeah, I do think that's a smart way to gain more BTC value, although you probably will just hold long-term holding coins. Because everything typically goes up in the long term, if you guys didn't notice. We're still up from like October easily. If you look at the price of Ethereum, in the long term, or in October, I'm just using this as an example, we are still 300 or 500 bucks up from where we are right here, and that's just holding for 4 or 3 months. If you'd have bought Ethereum 4 months ago and and just completely forgot about it, you would be pretty freaking happy if with a over 2x gain, 2.5x gain. That's great. So that's what I mean, guys. Like you're still over double up from October, November. That's only a few months ago. So, like I said, I just think people are over exaggerating when it's too red like this. Let's see what's in the green. Actually, we got Tether. Obviously, Tether's gonna always be or always relatively be at 0% because they're backed by apparently $1. But yeah, it'll typically have a lot of volume, as you can see here, when the market's really rare because people are trying to short. Request Network, DigitDAO. What is this? I honestly have no idea what that is. If someone would tell me, that'd be cool because I really never looked at that. Let's see, volume. Yeah, we see Tether obviously, more volume than Ethereum. Nano doing great. Nano was a great buy. I should have picked up on this because they did rebrand. I do think it's oversold by far back here. It kind of just kept going down and down. And I do think Nano is still a pretty good buy. I should have caught on to that. But yeah, it was Roblox, by the way, formerly. Why is the price of Ethereum blockchain at TIDEX so low compared to other markets? Probably because TIDEX exchange. Are you looking at a specific exchange? I've never heard of that exchange actually, bro. Probably because less volume, I'm assuming. Let me see here. I see the exchange you have on. I see. Let me look. What is the BTC price? 9,000. I mean, it's not. It's relatively similar. I mean, it is a pretty small. It doesn't get too much volume. Maybe that's why. Yeah, it doesn't get too much volume. 23. That's pretty. That's chump for exchange, honestly. Yeah, I think it's just because it doesn't get too much volume, man. All these exchanges will be pretty inaccurately priced, but that's because they have no volume, so no one's really trading on it to update the price as frequently as it should be. So I don't know. I'm sure if you try to put an order for like a cheaper Bitcoin on a certain website, it probably won't get bought unless the guy isn't paying attention to the actual market. Because I do think if the exchanges will always equal out in price eventually, except if you're doing a different pairing and there's definitely like that factor of like a barrier to getting on the exchange, like Korean exchanges where you have to have a Korean social security number. Stuff like that's the only factor which I can see why it's not the same price. But other than that, I do think everything will equal out eventually as just more volume pours in. So I don't know if that makes sense, but that's why, for example, Bitcoin's still over 10K, nearly 11K in Korea, because you can't use this exchange unless you live in Korea, or have an SSN from Korea. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to use this exchange. Watch it. I'll even try. It'll probably come up with a little error message saying I'm from the U.S. I know no U.S. citizens allowed in this exchange. I can translate it. Let's see. Oh, probably didn't. Let me see. And you have to use Korean money to exchange on the exchange, anyways. Yeah. I didn't know Google. I mean, that's cool. Okay. Don't buy bar on Tidex. Team got hacking bar. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't hear about that, ABC. Oh, what's up? How you doing, bro? Yeah, guys. Today's stream is just a chill stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, the VOD, what's up, guys? Make sure you guys hit that like button below. I'd really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button if you guys haven't subbed yet. I make cryptocurrency content typically every day. Trying to every day at this course. I was at a pace where I was on like a month in a row. I made like 30 videos in a row, but I'll probably be back at that pace very, very soon. I actually have a pretty big video planned that we'll probably film this weekend. It won't be a normal video like how this is right now. I think you guys will like it. Yeah, I'm trying to make a banger, you know. Yeah, guys. Here, let's look at the trading view for Bitcoin. Actually, I can specifically go into certain stuff if I look at this. So yeah, we kind of found resistance at the 100-day here. And if you don't TA, I'm sorry. I like doing basic TA just because it typically actually works, especially if you're day trading. But if you're long-term trading, this really doesn't matter. Yeah, so we found support back at the 200-day, which is good. That's basically the bottom of the barrel support for Bitcoin. And then we kind of were testing the 200-day or the 100-day here, this blue line here, and we saw resistance. As you can see, the candle perfectly went down here. We closed below, and yeah, I kind of wanted to go over, but it didn't. And we haven't really been over the 200-day in about, let's see, has it been weeks? It's been a couple weeks, huh? It's been about, let's see. Oh no, we can't tell. I have to use this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's been about 3 weeks, almost a month actually. We haven't been above the 28-day, so, or the sorry, the 100-day. We tested up here when Bitcoin was starting to gain some confidence back. I do think the red will probably come like this, probably down. I would say maybe we'll bounce back off the 200-day here. I kind of doubt it, to be honest, but that's a worst case scenario. Let's just say it does here. It'll probably come down here, probably jump after this, probably go back up and test the 200-day. This is just my prediction, guys, and probably come back up here. That's just my prediction. This would probably obviously be going into April, and I do think if my prediction reigns true, it would probably hit 20K by April. It'd go like this, and I mean that's a reasonable chart right now. And I do think it could continue higher from there. I could definitely see that happening. But however, there will be some bumps in the road going up. It won't just be straight up like this. But you guys see what I mean here. I do think it'll probably bounce off the 200-day and probably go up there since, because I do believe this market works in cycles, and I'm predicting this cycle to repeat itself. And as you can see, the oversold area really hasn't gone that low ever since, according to RSI here. So we're at a good middle at that point. So. Yeah, guys, I'm pretty bullish on Bitcoin still. I'm doing pretty good. I'll do Elliott wave theory TA, but everyone starts out basic, right? But if you trust me, if you spare time, you will learn Elliott waves more precise. Yeah, I've heard about Elliott waves. Yeah, and I'm not a big TA guy. I'm just using basic stuff here. This is just a prediction. This isn't really this isn't a wedge right here. This is just my prediction. To get Club Latency, I do think we need to hit 8. Yeah, I do think too. Pygos. The prediction of 20K by end of April is still a lot of time. It's still a month and a half basically. But I do think that we will still manage to get up to these highs, back up to the normal highs by the end of April. If not, definitely end of May. I think that's a really good time for cryptocurrency to thrive. But yeah, thanks for keeping it realistic, Pi. I definitely agree with a lot what you're saying there. Yeah, I'll definitely take a look at Elliott Wibs. I wasn't a big TA guy before I got into crypto, but I like TA's base. I like TA in cryptocurrency more than I did in stocks. All right. Enough of TA there. I know some people hate TA, but you know, sometimes it works. It actually is pretty good indicators. I like Listico's new logo here. Pretty nice. It's much better than their old one. Their logo is way outdated. So any cryptocurrencies you guys are bullish on or at all? Anything you guys want me to look at? I'll take a look at some stuff. Maybe just get my input. Obviously, my input isn't, going to be that great because I don't know everything. No one knows everything. So let me know what you guys want to see. BCH 20K. Yeah, that's not bad. Still holding icon because I believe in you, and even though I really choked on it. No, Kevin, it's all good. Just hold. I mean, if you've lost money on it thus far, you just gotta hold long term, my dude. Yeah, keep the chat chill, James Christian. The bag is a lot lighter when I first picked it. Yeah, it's all good, Kevin. What price did you buy it, Kevin? I don't know. You probably bought it at a pretty decent price. I've been chilling Icon for a while, but we'll see how it goes here. So for Substratum, no loss because I still have every coin. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good, Kevin. Yeah, good thing. Good diversifying. So Substratum. One thing about Substratum that I don't really like in the first place, I don't like. I like what they're doing. It's really good ethically what they're doing. However, I don't think the adoption was really there. I don't think anyone's really going to use it. Yeah, I just don't think it's really necessary at this point right now of where we are. People thought everyone in the world was going to use it. I kind of saw that that wasn't really going to happen. Their beta was kind of delayed for quite some time. There was a lot of fun. And they didn't push out the working product until recently. And they still really haven't gone through that with that whole beta phase yet. So Substratum, my brother was a big investor in it, but he was pretty disappointed with that. And also, I just never thought this coin would really be used, in my opinion. It just really was unnecessary. It's not popular enough for the point where people actually use it at this point. It's just too early in the stages, in my opinion. No one's really going to know about it yet. So maybe down the road, someone will figure it out and we'll start using this browser. It'll become really popular in a specific area where internet access is pretty limited. Maybe if, I doubt net neutrality gets really bad, which I doubt it will. I don't know. That's more of a political opinion there, but whether you support it or not. But yeah, it doesn't really have the adoption yet, and I don't really think it's necessary, especially for people that are into cryptocurrency, because people that typically are investing in cryptocurrency typically have money and they can afford internet, and they don't really have restricted access. Like some kid in I don't know, someone in like a poor country in poverty or whatever, that is, I don't know, living under communist ruling or whatever. They're not North Korea. I don't know. They probably don't even know what cryptocurrency is. So how would they know what Substratum is? Or because you really only know about Substratum if you know about cryptocurrency. If you know about cryptocurrency, you typically have a decent amount of money that you can buy internet. So that's what I mean. That's the whole point of why I wasn't really that much balls deep into it. Vaccinations, yeah, no problem, dude. I'm sure about loud host. Yeah, no, that's what it is, Andrew. I just don't think it really will be adopted. That's you named what the coin is, but you didn't really necessarily say why you believe in it. You kind of just told me what it was. These hips you don't want to be too. Yeah, that's true. I've been buying up tons of DCR, but rarely hear anyone else talk about it. Decred, I like Decred. It's not bad. It's pretty definitely under the radar. It was really popular when Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin War was going on, but yeah. Yeah, guys. What are we doing here? Yeah, I like Substratum though. I literally like what they're doing. I just don't think that anyone in cryptocurrency until cryptocurrency gets big, I don't think anyone will use a decentralized internet platform or a I mean, it's not just for people that want to access the internet. Obviously, I know that, but I just don't see it being adopted in the cryptocurrency market right now. It's not really a demand for decentralized internet. If that makes sense. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm getting here. Obviously, it's something useful, but I just don't. I think it solves a larger problem than it's capable of, if that makes sense. Like the problem is too large to really solve it in one simple little technology behind it. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys really understand that, but yeah, it's still a great crypto overall. I've been buying up tons of I regret that. Thoughts on Vertcoin? I like Vertcoin's not bad. Vertcoin's I like what they're doing too. If it's Bitcoin, it typically follows what Bitcoin's doing, like all other coins, and it was really popular when the Bitcoin gold scandal was going on, when people thought they were pre-mined and all that, and they wanted to really trust where the GPU mining, when GPU mining coins were the thing, like Ross Coin, Vertcoin. I do think, yeah, it's probably being a little oversold. It really hasn't gone up. Actually, kind of mid recovery, but I think that's following with Bitcoin. But yeah, it's because of the USD chart. But yeah, I like Vertcoin still. I mean, I'm not really invested into it right now, but you know, it's not too bad. How about Verge? Verge is good. Actually, I don't know. It's a Dogecoin fork. Just keep that in mind. It's pretty. But this is a nice discount. I would say a good dip to buy on. If I were to buy it, I probably won't buy it. But if I were to, I'd probably, this would be a good level. Obviously, it's been pretty down 14% for the day, 6% on top of the BTC. Verge. I don't really have too much to say about Verge, but yeah, it was pretty popular when the altcoin run up hits. It's probably the biggest gainer in the past year. I saw CoinCoverage make a video on mutual coin. Yeah, I remember that. I deleted that video. Icon seemed to be found at the bottom for now, but since BTC's bearish, it can't really bounce. It's an okay time. It's definitely decent. Yeah, I agree. BTC, it all runs on BTC, and I do think BTC will do great in the next couple of months. A lot of competition coming in for exchanges that enable SegWit or not, so we'll see how that goes, and that'll definitely help BTC. Whether that's basically its main problem. A lot of SegWit activated exchanges aren't really selling or mainstream, like Coinbase. I don't know. There's a lot of good stuff coming for Bitcoin. They're gonna have to activate SegWit at some point. If they don't, someone else will. That's the whole point of the free market. Verge is not really private. Yeah, I agree. That's why I'm not a big fan of Verge. It was kind of just a hype coin because it was super cheap. Yeah, but it really has gone up the most in the past year. I gotta say, this coin, I talk a lot about it, or I don't talk too much about it, but yeah, it was literally 2 Satoshis over a year ago. 0.00022 cents. So yeah, as you can see, that's quite a big jump. We can actually do the calculations on that. From a year ago to today, we'll see how much it went up. Just for the heck of it, because you can understand why people are pretty hyped about this. And this is how much it was in USD. Okay, 0.00022, exactly a year ago from today. Oops, I actually did that wrong. So let me copy that. I was supposed to put in the actual price first. Whoops. All right, so yeah, Verge at 0.5. And keep in mind this is at a pretty big dip too. And then we'll take the price at 0.00022. So yeah, it went up 2,625 times in USD valuation. Yeah, that's the biggest gainer. This is the best cryptocurrency you could have been in the past year. Still, right here. That's 2,625 times returns, guys, in terms of USD valuation. Yes, I'm not kidding. Literally, I'm double checking. Yeah, 0.0 4 zeros, 24 cents. you'd made $2,625 per each dollar, and this was even at its highs. If we saw Vertcoin back here, or not Vertcoin, at 25 cents, all you have to do is multiply this by 5, basically, and you would have made this much return. It's ridiculous, dude. Jesus. It's unbelievable. Remember, guys, Bitcoin's dad and always will be. Yeah, it's true, Yingplink. Hides out yearly is also overpriced. Long-term BC Ethanio. Where will BC at the end of 2018? I have no clue, Vex, to be honest with you. It really depends on the market, dude. I do think it probably will definitely hit at least 25, 30K, but it's such a long time in a year. It's basically 10 months. A lot can happen, so I don't know, dude. I do think it should hit 20K within the next couple months, so in my opinion, it will retest all-time highs. It should, at least, and if it goes according to the cycle that's been going through the past couple months or weeks or years, I don't know. You're D3 Gangplank? Damn. I'm gold 3. Will be, yeah. All right, guys. One thing I want to put note is Bitcoin Cash. I do think Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Cash, with Bitcoin improving, I guess it's not really improving, but exchanges putting its improvements upon it. Bitcoin Cash won't do too hot. I do like Bitcoin Cash in the long term. However, I don't think people really will care about it as much as they did before when Bitcoin had all these problems, high fees and stuff. But SegWit activation will definitely help Bitcoin on Coinbase. So yeah, that's one note I want to put about Bitcoin Cash. Although I like Bitcoin Cash regardless. I like what they're doing. So Ethereum obviously will do great. I think when the next bull run happens, IOTA is at a nice, good, cheap discount still. Dash is extremely cheap. I think Dash should be top 6 or 7. Not because I believe in the crypto, just because it's such an established cryptocurrency. Always been the top for a while, and really hasn't reclaimed its spot. It peaked at $1,500, over $1,600 at one point, or nearly over $1,600. It's down, quite a bit. So, Dash, great cryptocurrency, or not great, or great price action. I don't really like the cryptocurrency itself. Although I do believe this would be the cryptocurrency that would get adopted in the real world, more likely than Bitcoin, in my opinion. Actually, Bitcoin's already pretty adopted, but like I said, and probably if cryptocurrencies really got big, I do think Dash will be heavily adopted. Icon, I love Icon. Like I said, Omise Go will probably do good when they add staking sometime this year, probably quarter 2. End of quarter 2, I was assuming, probably by the summer. Electroneum, still, not on that new exchange yet. Or they're on this one that has no volume. But once they get on a decently big exchange, I do think they confirmed one exchange. Where was it? I do think it just needs more volume and people will buy it. So, although I don't think it's the best cryptocurrency ever, I do think it probably should go. Where is their? What the heck? Did they remove their? They talked about a new exchange listing. Oh, HitBTC. HitBTC will be listing it. So that's pretty big. HitBTC is a pretty big exchange. A lot of people are the outsider coins are always on HitBTC. And HitBTC is I would say a top 10 exchange. So let's see. Where is it? Almost 11th. Bittrex has fell. Wow, Bittrex has no volume anymore. That's it. Look at Bittrex and Binance used to be close, and look at Binance. Wow, just completely destroying Bittrex. That's because Bittrex took forever to add new coins. They were slow to the game, and that's what happens. I don't know if that's to do with the U.S. Telling them. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah. Let's see what you guys are talking about. The Ethercats showed their rank off, but this one large is high. You don't really have to prove anything. You don't care. OMG and i6 are my favorite. Yeah, I like both. Really good, Sean. You ever looking at Fusion? No, I haven't, Sean. What is that? You can tell me what it is in chat. Why would I name you after Gangplank? Gangplank's really broken right now, honestly. Bought into OMG, huge. Yep. Yeah, I really like OMG, Kevin. I've been a big believer in OMG, but essentially, it's just there's a lot of going for OMG in the quarter 2 and quarter 3, so I do think it'll do just fine. I don't really agree with Andrews out here. Although I do think that it will be a while before it really takes off. It's just you have to give it time. It's just one that it will probably do well in the long term. If you look at Coin Market Calendar, which basically lists all the the upcoming events for each cryptocurrency, OmiSeGo has a lot planned for quarter 2. Let's see. OMG. Let's just take a look. They want the staking. People are really demanding the staking for sure. That's one thing I've noticed. That's weird. I don't know why ads are popping up. I have ad block on too. OmiSeGo. Look at all this for February. So you have CoinEx listing, Asia Pacific Meetup, STK Wallet, Open Beta, and Network Propriety. I don't even know why they call that. It's currently in the course. And I don't know if the staking will be had. It's probably somewhere on their website, but they probably don't have it listed on here. But yeah, OmiSeGo has a lot going up for it. Let's see. Let's look at all the cryptos. Let's just look. Hempcoin, Bitcoin here. Let's see here. Particle. I just want to see anything specific. Rebrand. You got 4 rebranding. I've never heard of that. Let's see. Let's sort by. Is there any hot events? Yeah, let's look at only hot events. I don't want to look at these small ones. Coinbur for Tron. Interesting. Doesn't really have much. Let's see. Coinbur is confirmed on first quarter of 2018. So sometime by March 31st, which is the end of quarter 1st. Ethereum Classic, Callisto airdrop. So if you're holding Ethereum Classic, you'll get some Callisto. Tronix mainnet, which is that's a pretty big deal. Tron has a lot of good stuff planned actually. Hard fork for Hempcoin, Litecoin LitePay, which is a pretty big deal too. iOS and Android for voice. I know what voice is. I don't think that should be a hot event. An app isn't really too much, but I do think the price will probably go up. New website for Verge as well. Wow, Verge has a lot up here. ETC, a lot of validation votes too. ETC wallet release by the end of quarter 1. Ignis, VeChain rebranding will happen later in February. That'll be pretty big in Singapore. I know Singapore buys a lot of cryptos there. ETC, Beta Mobile. Wow, ETC is starting to pump out some good stuff too. Neo, DevCon, that's basically developers conference. Burst, Hard Fork. Haven't heard about that. Sidecoin, Filecoin upgrade. They upgrade to Form 30. Wait, Filecoin marketing upgrade. Oh, okay, interesting. 30 times faster. First beta launch. Tron launches first beta version Exodus on March 31st, 2018. ETC. Oh, wow. Okay. So yeah, guys, there's some cool stuff planned. Red ID release. So Redcoin's actually pumping up something big too. And obviously, this is a good website to look at if you want to look at cool. Tron will go to 1 cent vex. Garage up people the quarter of a cent, then he peaked it. Yeah, interesting. Tron, yeah, Tron. It was overpriced for a while there. I don't know how it will do. There's just a lot. There's a lot of events going for it though. My friend Tanner is wondering where Crypto Nick pondered. Good vocabulary, dude. He probably pondered over to, I don't know. I don't know where Crypto Nick went. No one knows, dude. ETC full IO scalability, ETC pack coin swap. Oh, that's pretty cool. 1,000 to 1 for pack coins. Oh, that's funny. So they're basically essentially making a new pack coin, but making it less supply. Interesting. So they're doing 1,000 to 1 on the current pack coins, because if you guys know, pack coin is the biggest supply in the whole market. Hold up, I can go to view all. That's only top 100. View all. Pretty sure pack coin's number 1, unless some other shit coin passed it. This takes forever. No, I want the lowest or the highest circulating supply. Oh no, Sprouts. Wow, Sprouts has more coins. But yeah, pack coin is top 300, is the second highest supply, so they're doing 1,000 to 1 ratio. So they're basically lowering it by 1,000. Interesting. That's pretty interesting. All right. Edcon for Ethereum, Digibyte hard fork, and that will change some. Oh, so they're adding GPU friend. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. GPU friendliness to Digibyte mining algorithms. Stellar Fair X Exchange beta. Vertcoin Vertbase. I think that's a pretty big deal. Vertbase. Basically, you can exchange for directly for the U.S. dollar, so that maybe they're starting to be more independent from Bitcoin. The more they do it, the more they are technically. But I guess if they have BTC trading pairs with a lot of volume, it doesn't really matter. ADX, like I said, ADX is one of my coins for the month. I do think it did really well recently. ADX did. Actually, not like as of like today, but like this couple days right here really pumped really hard. To about $1 or $2, so it did fairly well. Ripple and CoinSquare. That's pretty big. Action extra. Yeah, there's a lot of cool events coming up, guys. I really do think March, April, and May will be really, really cool for altcoins and crypto and Bitcoin. IOTA, Lisk, Bytecoin hard fork, Omise Go, Neo, Dev competition, smart contracts for Stratus, unprovided smart contract solutions here on .NET developers. Oh, okay. Bytecon Fiat Pool, so you can buy Bytecoin with any fiat. It looks like mainnet for Syscoin, which is like basically like a selling website, like a retail website. EOS Dawn 3.0, which will probably be pretty big. They've been announcing that for a while now. Money on their website, Money 2020. Zcash, stopping program. Yeah, Zcash is, I think they're looking to make some improvements as Z Classic is starting to rise back up, and Bitcoin privates exchanging. So ADX prototype release as well. Stratus identity. Yeah, Bytecoin API stable sidechains alpha release. Let's see. We're gonna look at one more page. Some good events though. IOTA Trinity wallets, new wallet for Electra, first product milestone for Manetha, Cardano roadmap update. They already have a huge roadmap. I guess they're updating it though. Maybe they're sticking some things in there. Anything else? Clearpool official launch. So I guess Clearpool's actually gonna have a working product by the end of May 15th or by May 15th. Ethos Universal Wallets, that's going to be a pretty big deal. That's basically what Ethos essentially is trying to be. So that's cool. It looks like they're going to have their working product out by the end of quarter. They're basically trying to be Exodus, except on the mobile wallets and have more coins. So that's pretty cool. I like Ethos. Superman, that's a really shilled Superman coin, by the way. If you guys know, that's formerly Bitcoins. If you guys didn't know, that's Superman's hidden coin or whatever. I know Superman's going to be getting a lot of hate recently. While I was gone. 5, let's see, we'll look at one more page. This is pretty interesting. I'm sure you guys like hearing all this. Alright, you a soy. Sorry, dude, I gotta ban you from the channel. You're kind of being toxic there. Sorry, Gangplank. You guys should settle it on League. Don't settle into my chat. You're gonna scare people away. All this aggressive tone in chat. Alright, what else do we want to talk about here? Monero. Oh, here's a Monero hard fork. Well, hard fork new private call. Monero V every X tomorrow. They're adding Monero V every X. I don't know what that is. It doesn't really say much what it is, but Finite hard fork and Monero airdrop. Oh, they're airdropping it. Interesting. Actually, no, wait. I don't know. It's really weird, actually. I don't really know what to say about that. Out of Europe listing on Omuku. Yeah, I mentioned that in my video. Yeah, guys, so if you go on here, there's a lot of good stuff you can look at. Cardano Meetup on 28th of February. Golem 7 Airdrop Power Ledger, Inspiring Leaders Summit, Tron March Update, Fun Fair. Engine Coin Minecraft plugin. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, they already added this. It looks like, or no, sorry. It'll be by the end of February. Minecraft plugin, big Bitcoin, BT private snapshot. Oh, February 28th, Z Classic. We'll get their snapshot, which is this is a pretty big deal. This is probably one of the hottest events. People are really hyped about Bitcoin private. Electronium. Yeah, Electronium has a lot of good stuff working it too. So guys, I think that's going to be the end of the stream, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this short little stream. This will probably be my upload for today, but I'll probably be back in the video tomorrow. No, you're good, Gangplank. I don't mind, bro. I understand. You're good, dude. Don't worry about it, bro. You're good. So yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Make sure you guys go check it out, go watch it. Give this video like below the video below. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. But I'll be back probably tomorrow morning with an upload, or tomorrow afternoon actually. I'll probably be back with an upload. So I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Stay positive in the red market, obviously, and just hold long term if you're really that confident in Bitcoin. So see you guys. See you later, Gangplank. See you later, everyone. Have a good one. Peace, guys. Bye. Bye. No, I'm just kidding. Bye, guys.